Welcome once again to Everything We Do is Magic. This is our introduction to Chaos Magic. We kind of follow along with the meeting that we have just talk about Chaos Magic, and this will be episode 4. And this is kind of my path from Charismatic Pastor to Chaos Mage. And part of what we've been following along with is the Kabbalion first episode, second episode. We spoke of the principles of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. In the following week, we talked about the principle of correspondence. As above, so below, as below, so above, as within, so without. And now this week we will be talking about the principle of vibration. And that principle states nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. And this principle embodies the truth that everything is in motion. That's from the all, the absolute, the divine, the mind, whatever you wish to call it, all the way down to the grossest, the smallest, the most unvibrating, I guess we should say. This principle explains the difference between different manifestations of matter, energy, mind, our thoughts, and even spirit. That all of these result simply from differences in vibrations. Have you ever met someone and said, oh, I got a really good vibe off that person? Well, there's something about that. There's a congruence of your vibrations that begin. And my wife and I had that. The moment we met, she said in her mind, ooh, there's my husband. I said in my mind, there's my wife. There was such a vibration that just linked up with us. And I mean, we were together from that day on, pretty much. And so that's a vibration. So the vibration of spirit from the Kabbalion resource page says that it's such an infinite rate of intensity and rapidity that it is practically at rest. This pure spirit only appears to be at rest. It's not like a rock that's not moving. It's just moving so fast. It's like that spinning wheel. You see the wheels on a bicycle where they spin so fast that the spokes just become a blur. They seem like they're one, and they seem like they're just solid. And that's what we're talking about here. And so in between that, there are millions and millions and millions of variations of vibration, and everything is vibration. Sound, the dog whistle, which is, it is at a frequency, at a vibrational frequency that only dogs can hear. That the light spectrum, there are so many colors outside of the light spectrum that we do not even comprehend. I did an Everything We Do is Magic early on about the color blue, and explaining how the color blue came into existence only very late because there was no name for it in the language, or no recording of the color blue. It wasn't used in the artwork until a certain time period. And what that is our eyes as humans had not evolved enough to take in the vibration that is the color blue, but it always existed. It was always there. Our perception just could not bring it in. And that's what the Kabbalion is saying there, is there are so many realms outside of our existence. And I'm putting up a chart here. If I can get it to work right with my editing software here, I'll put up this picture here that shows just how little, how infinitely small the amount of on the spectrum of all vibration is what our perception can capture. And I think it's a good thing in some cases, because we would be overwhelmed if we knew everything that's going on in the world around us. But that is something that, as you embrace that, you begin to understand how every movement that we have is causing a change in a vibration. See, an understanding of this principle allows you, with proper training, some of the breath work that I talk about doing, that you can actually control your own mental vibration and that of others as well. I will give another example of my wife and I, that she knows as soon as I walk in the door in the morning, just to tell you a little bit of our inside story. I'm up an early riser. I'm out here usually by 6:30, 7 o'clock, taking care of the animals, doing my meditation stuff in the mornings. And then I usually don't go into the house till about 9:30. But when I come in, Charlene knows, and she knows as soon as I enter the door to her office. And I know where she is, and there's something about her vibration that I pick up on and she picks up on, and we vibe together, and that's very real. And also I can tell whenever something's bothering her because the vibration is off. We don't vibe. And if you start paying attention to that, you can start and you can change your vibration. I can go from being upset and angry at something just by choice, toning it down and saying, calming my vibration. The masters of the Kabbalion, they apply this principle to the conquering of natural phenomena in various ways, changing the vibrations of those things. It's interesting because they've recorded vibrational sounds that have been let me go back. They have found that there are sounds that have been recorded upon rock. I mean, if you understand how vinyl records are made, it's phenomenal. How any sound is recorded upon a solid object. It's the vibration etches upon that object, and it remains with that object. So when you take in the vibration, whatever vibration you take in, and again, I'll go back to my Christian days. It says, if you enter a house and people kind of reject you, just take your piece and leave. If you enter a house and someone says, hey, come on in, you bring your piece in and you share in their piece, you vibe together. Or as the masters say, he who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power. Namaste.